everyone, welcome back, and I hope you're in the mood for animals and Greek mythology, because that's what I've got for you today. Of course, we've got our little man, and I got my big girl over here, and I'm even rocking some animals. Because what I've got for you today is a trilogy by R.D. Brady, who I initially found with the Bibliophile series. And what it is a story about Artemis. And of course, we've got all kinds of stuff going on because this is actually a YA novel of our main character is she starts off, she's only 12 years old. But by the end of it, she's into high school now. But this is the first book is Gates of Apollo. But and I'm completely blanking on the actual series name. I will put that down in the descriptions when I post this. But it's about the daughters of Artemis. And, of course, Artemis herself. And what's really cool is I started a new Greek mythology series. And it also, mentions in the second book Artemis. And so we get a connection there that I didn't know. But this is actually a much deeper series than you would expect for something geared and mainly featuring teenagers. Because it starts off, our main character is Lucy Cole, and she is an orphan. Which is, why ends up with her school. It's kind of like an alternate reality, whereas instead of the current religions, Greek mythology isn't mythology, it is history. And they still, honor the gods and trace their bloodlines back to various, gods, because they are still around, or at least, they're the real deal, and we don't know why they're not around, because you can't kill a god. But they do all God's Day, and, you trace your bloodlines back and do, give offerings, and you're all sorted by, who you're related to. And then the orphans get their own little, these goddesses didn't have kids, so you can be theirs, but you're off to the side because no one wants you. And she has been going through this system since she was 4 years old. And this kind of shows, a lot more depth than you would expect, because we kind of get to hit on, how messed up the system can be, in that she has been through a bunch of homes, and she's gotten into a lot of trouble, because, as expected, as she finds out she's a daughter of Artemis, and it's not really that shocking, because Artemis is known to love animals. And the start of this book, Lucy is in trouble because she beat the crap out of 3 older boys because they were picking on a puppy. And so, yay, I love Lucy from the start. Bump those evil teenagers. Don't be messing with the puppy. They got what they deserved. She whooped their butts, and her foster mom was like, all right, we're taking you to court, and I'm getting rid of you because you are nothing but trouble. And straight up, admits that she's only, fostering because it's not like she likes children, she just wants that extra paycheck. She makes Lucy sleep in the basement on the dirt floor and gives her a holy blanket, and that's it. But they fake it anytime there's an inspection, and Lucy goes along with this because if she gets kicked out of this home, she'll have to go elsewhere, and she'll lose her 2 best friends who are her entire world. And the only reason she has made it this far with everything that has gone bad in her life, but she has her 2 best friends, and they stay with her through this whole trilogy. And we see how powerful and amazing friendships can be and what they can do. And thankfully her life does kind of turn around, but we face a new challenge in every single book. And honestly, the characters get more growth in this 3 little book series than another book that I just finished. I read the 25th one, and I can tell no difference in these adult characters on book 25 than I can in what they've gotten together since the first book. But we get a lot of growth. We get to, she goes into a whole new world, Genesis, which apparently Artemis created to honor, Iphigenia, Clytemnestra. I think I said that right. Big, Agamemnon's, wife's, first daughter, which that's the tie to the Greek mythology that I'm reading another series of, where the second book is, about this Spartan woman and, Helen of Troy, and it's fun. I will tell you about that one in another review. But so that's kind of our main series, is daughter of Artemis and her, two friends that don't think they have powers, but yet they keep being extremely freaking helpful and, all these things in their own different way. And Lucy kind of comes into her power and thinks she's crazy when she sees this portal and goes to this new world and sees all these creatures, and ends up having to save her adoptive mom, who we get a huge revelation about eventually, that, she knows that Lucy is, daughter of Artemis, because she's one too. That's why she lives on this animal ranch and is saving all of these animals, and why she went and, no, you're not sending her to, State House. She's coming with me. And then the first book, she gets kidnapped, and Lucy and her two friends have to go save their, essentially, like, other mother. In the second book, we get to meet her, actual family. They come, the evil chick that was initially fostering Lucy and ready to go, she's horrible, get her out of my basement, helped, ruin the adoption that was supposed to happen, because her new foster mom that saved her in the first book wanted to adopt her, and it kept getting pushed back, and we find out why. It's because the last foster mom was evil and getting mixed up with her even more evil grandfather that had some vicious plans. And in the third book, we actually get to see all the gods, and we get all kinds of crazy revelations, and it's fun. It deals with politics and, basically all the power plays that you can pull if you have enough money and therefore enough influence, and how, that ain't gonna save you, because we're better than you, and we got goddesses on our side, and we're actually not crap people. 3 power. I don't know why that always seems to be, but it's always like 3 friends, just like in Charms, like the power of 3. If y'all actually like each other, we'll take down the evil. I don't care how much money you got. Or if you're an actual god, we're still taking you down if you're evil, because we got the good goddesses on our side. And so it's just, like, if you like Greek mythology, if you want it, a new story but continuing, and just a very fast-paced, easy read, because that seems to be kind of the thing of, like, why young adult stuff is so drawing to everybody, is there's very rarely, a lot of slumps and it goes slow, it's fast, it's just, no, it's just consistently, steady pace. There's always some action. It might not be crazy gun battles and fighting a helicopter, but it's just consistently moving. There's very rarely any drops. And is it the deepest, read? Is it very high literature? No, but when you read it when you're older, it's still not high literature, but you will pick out things that you might not have noticed when you were younger that are actually pretty cool to read about as a backdrop to this really awesome story. I'm very fond of Greek mythology, and I was surprised to find that by this author. I started off as we were, reading the Belial series, and we had fighting Nephilims and Devil Incarnate and Cain and all kinds of stuff. And now it's a young adult series about Artemis. And so I loved it. So if you like Greek mythology and you want it just a really easy, not too deep read, just, nice smooth pacing and a cute puppy, then I totally suggest going on Kindle Unlimited. The whole series is on there. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.